Right now, we will broadcast for you the news in English on Radio Free Syria.
Welcome to our news hour in English. I am MarwanKADRO and I will be with you during this news hour from Radio Free Syria. We will start with the headlines. The local coordination committees in Syria. With the end of Sunday, the local coordination committees were able to confirm 106 marchers, including 5 women, 11 children, and 3 who were tortured to death. There were 41 in Damascus and Damascus suburbs, 18 in Homs, 16 in Aleppo, 10 in Daraa, 9 in Idlib, 7 in Hama, 2 in Hasaka, 2 in Deir ez-Zor, and 1 in Latakia. Today, 337 points were shelled by regime forces, including 21 points that were shelled using warplanes, 4 points using phosphorus bombs, 3 points using vacuum bombs, 2 points using cluster bombs, 160 points using artillery shelling, 94 points using mortal shelling, and 85 points using missiles. The Free Syrian Army clashed with the regime forces in 141 points, including the freeing of dozens of detainees from the military security branch in the areas of Assas and Damascus suburbs, the targeting of the security branch in Harasta with mortars. The Air Force headquarters in Sahnaya were struck and a number of tanks were destroyed in the heart of Damascus. The Free Syrian Army targeted Shabiha that were stationed on the outskirts of the city of Deir ez-Zor. The Free Syrian Army also freed the political security checkpoint. As the Free Syrian Army stormed the political security intelligence branch that has been targeting the College of Petrochemistry with mortars in Deir al-Alba district in Homs. There was also a confrontation between the Free Syrian Army and the regime forces trying to storm Busra al-Harir and Daraa. The Free Syrian Army prevented a military convoy on the way to Kaframbuda and Hama. The FSA also bombed regime forces headquarters in Karnas in Hama as well. We will start from Damascus and its suburbs. Heavy battles between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces near the air defense building in Al-Maliha as heavy shelling continued on the city of Daraya using heavy artillery and rocket launchers. Heavy shelling with heavy artillery also on the villages of Yelda and Mad'a in the suburbs of Damascus. Heavy battles are still going on between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces, as the Assad forces have committed yet another massacre on Ma'adamiyat al-Sham using the Shelka that is located near the 4th Brigade of the Assad forces. Moving to Daraa, heavy shelling using heavy artillery on the city of Inkhil from the 15th Brigade. Meanwhile, heavy bombardments on the Al-Sad neighborhood in Daraa as the heavy shelling have also reached the villages of Sheikh Miskin. Moreover, heavy shelling on Tsil as they have also hit the surrounded areas of Tsil, Houd, Al-Yarmouk, Sahm al-Jolan, and Hayt. Moreover, heavy shelling near the panorama on the neighborhoods of Daraa. In Busra al-Harir, heavy bombardments from MiG air strike forces on the cities as they have dropped cluster bombs. In Homs, several mortars have been dropped on the siege neighborhoods of Homs as they used heavy artillery. Meanwhile, heavy shelling on the city of Restan using heavy artillery and rocket launchers. Heavy bombardments also on Shanjar on the villages of Al-Dab'a and Al-Buwaydiyah and Al-Sharqiyah in the countryside of Homs. Moving to Hama, a barbaric attack on the city of Karnas. The Assad forces are trying to take control of the city. They are using all kinds of weapons such as mortars and rocket launchers. More than 4 mortars have been dropped on the city, which resulted in the death of 3 soldiers of the Free Syrian Army, as others have been injured. It's difficult to give any medical assistance to those who have been injured. Many people of the area have fled the countryside, have fled the area to the countryside of Idlib that is full of people who have fled their areas. These people are suffering due to the difficult living conditions. There is no food as there is no water or electricity. Moreover, the Free Syrian Army was able to destroy a T-62 tank and a BMP car on the western area of Karnaz, as they have killed many soldiers of the Assad forces. The FSA was able to stop a column that was on his way from Al-Suqaylabiyya to Karnaz and Kafrin Buda, as they have destroyed several tanks and killed many soldiers. The FSA have shelled several areas of Assad gang members using rocket launchers, as heavy battles took place near the same area. The helicopters of the regime have shelled the areas with TNT barrels and phosphorus bombs. Moving to Aleppo, heavy battles between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces in Al-Sheikh Said neighborhood near Al-Ramusa, as the Free Syrian Army was able to surround the bridge checkpoint that is located there. It is known that this checkpoint is the last checkpoint of the Assad forces in the neighborhood. The Free Syrian Army was able to liberate the military base in Hanano, as heavy battles took place there between the FSA and the Assad forces. Moreover, heavy battles between the FSA and the Assad forces in Al-Duwayraniya area. The Free Syrian Army was able to stop a attack on the neighborhood of Bustan al-Basha, as heavy battles were going on. Several helicopters have flown above several areas in the countryside of Aleppo. Heavy shelling from tanks on the villages of Al-Sufayriya, as Al-Qatirji neighborhood is suffering due to the bad humanitarian conditions. This was it for today. Thank you very much for listening. I am MarwanKADRO. Please follow us on freesyriaradio.webs.com. You can also reach us through Skype on Syrian42. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Right now, we will broadcast for you the news in English on Radio Free Syria.